Hey everyone, welcome back to Shelltastic Crafts. I have something special to pour with you today. This is literally one of the first molds I bought, and from my recollection, I believe it was from Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out in Australia. Uh, Beautiful molds, very, very, very good quality. I saw her pour this and I absolutely fell in love with it and had to order it. So basically, this is really large. It's about 16 inches long, about 7 inches at its widest, and about an inch and a half deep. So it is a very, very big piece. It takes quite a bit of resin. I actually used my UV bonding resin to stick a pearl in the eye. It's a multicolored pearl for the eye. I think it looks great. Hopefully it won't get dislodged and float in my piece. But I do want to brush on powder. So I thought about making it thermocratic. I thought about making it holographic powder. But they're basically just, the holographic powder is basically just like this. So I wanted a little more color to it. So I pulled out my chameleon powders. I'm deciding, and this is the chameleon flakes that I wanted to put in, so I'm having a hard time deciding here. So I think I'm gonna go with the chameleon. That's a flake. I'm gonna go with the chameleon powder, the grape. Chameleon powder grape. Chameleon powder. Come on, I know you're blue in here somewhere. I'm gonna use. I need purple. Where's my purple? Nope. What did I say? Fuchsia. Green. Blue. And violet. So maybe I will stick to chameleon flakes. Oh, this is the grape. This is chameleon powder. This is the grape, the fuchsia. And what I'm looking for is my blue. Where's my blue chameleon powder? Sometimes I mix them up in my chrome powders. So let me give it a second to try to look for it. If not, I'm going to use something else. Oh, found it. Blue, grape, and I'm not going to use the flakes. I'm going to use flakes. Now what I'm going to use for the fin here, and chameleon, I could use the champagne, or I can use the magenta. Which one is better? It's this color, fuchsia and magenta. I think I'm going to use the magenta, and then I'll use this on the end. Okay, so put these away. I'm not going to use those. Put my chrome powders away. Okay, so let's start by, I cleaned my mold as best as I could. I haven't used this in a long, long time. So I'm just going to mix the colors in. All right, so I'm going to start out with chameleon powder. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the magenta over here, and then the grape in the middle, and then the blue. And then I'm going to use the champagne for the fin here. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. All right, so I'm going to get started. Let's see. Beautiful color. Okay, folks, that took a long time, but I think it came out great. Um, I wasn't so worried about well, I kind of was. I was trying to take it out and make the lines defined, but nothing about any animal, especially a marine animal, should have perfectly lined different colors, so I like that it blends into each other. I like the colors that were used. And right now I'm gonna mix up a whole lot of resin because I believe this takes 25 or 26 ounces. So I'm gonna start with 25 and hope I don't mix more. Now I'm thinking with these chameleon powders, usually the last time I poured this, I backed it in clear, but your best results would be to back it in black or back it in white. It does give off different shifts of color, but at this point I am sure I've definitely taken the time to shake this off and tap it over the garbage, but I definitely think that there will be mica powder floating onto the back. So I might just mix some of the blue and some of the grape together and see how that comes out. Or just back them in one of these so that it'll give it a darker shade, and if any mica powder floats to the back, it won't be so bad. Anyway, so I'm going to go mix up a whole lot of resin and I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I mixed up 26 ounces. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm splitting it into 2 cups. And instead of the mixing of the chameleon powders, because there's not a lot of powder in those little containers, so I really don't want to waste all of it by using it in such a big pour. So I've decided to go with I believe it's Blue Viper by Deanne Kapoor's. I think this is a gorgeous color. It goes, and it'll give us the deep color for the back that will really let those chameleon powders show. That's one. Okay, that's dissolved. Okay. Right now, I'm going to start with 24 and hope that's enough because I really honestly don't remember how much this takes. I haven't poured it in such a long time. And leave myself a good 2 ounces just in case. And that's not anywhere near 2 ounces, so oops, still more. I'm going to take another one. Let's see how many. Okay. That actually leaves me with 4 ounces. Let me see for now. I want this bubbling over in my bubble machine, so I'm going to split it up evenly so that I don't have any issues in there. Remember, get all the mica off your stick and mix it back in so you don't have any unmixed. That is a gorgeous color. Put some in here. Okay. Should be better. And I'll take a stick and put it in here. That looks about even enough. Whoops. Let's get that into the bubble remover and get the bubbles out. And then I will be back. See you in a little bit. Hey, I'm back. And quite a bit annoyed because while I was mixing up my, while I was putting the resin in the bubble machine and debubbling it in mid-cycle, there was a power surge. And now I think it fried my bubble machine. So that's wonderful. And I'll probably have to get a new one. So there goes that. All right. It is what it is. I just sprayed this. I can't spray the actual mold with alcohol, obviously. So let's get to pouring. I'm going to put these out of the way before I spill them and start one at a time. So start going into the head. I don't know if you noticed when I had you in the fast forward watching me do the chrome powder. I don't know if you noticed, but darn it, the eye got dislodged. So I decided to nip it all together, and I will paint the eye on after the fact. Let me get my little squeegee here. I spilled it all places. Towel would be nice. Dripping it all over the place. Okay, so number 2. Okay, I'm hoping to God that I didn't miscalculate this because I don't have a whole bunch of resin left over. Definitely think I'm going to have extra, but how much is the question? Yep, I'm definitely going to have extra. I have a whole cup left and not much to pour, so I have a feeling this only holds. I mixed up 26, so I have a feeling it only holds like 20, not even, maybe 20, 18, 20. All right, here goes. Let's fill her to the top. Let's see how much we have left. Yeah, there's some storm going on outside right now, and it's lightning. Okay, and why does this feel like it's not even? That's a little better. Gotta get more down here in the tail. This does take quite a bit actually, but I still have 4 ounces of clear left over, so I definitely overmixed. This is insane. Wow. It all seems to be going over here. I don't want this. Getting too full over there while the tail still needs some. So I don't know why. I think my table might be uneven. All right, let's do that again. Still not enough. This is going to overpour. That's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have mixed more than like 18 ounces. Because this is definitely full and then some. And I definitely have about 6 to 8 ounces left. Wow, misjudged that one. Okay, so let's get another mold. Oh, I actually want to try this one. This is a dolphin in water. It's 2 dolphins in water, so while I have the blue, might as well try to pour this. Get this off. Let's spray this. Let's see what we get. Now that took a good 3 ounces. Ugh, alcohol coming to the top, so it's spilling over. Okay, but this one looks pretty good. I feel like, I don't know why, but the tail feels like it's still not full, but I don't want it going to any other area. Okay, definitely got to get that off, and that off, and that off. Okay, all right, I'm leaving that one alone. I'm not touching it. I think it looks really good. And this, that looks good. It's full to the top, that's for sure. And let's see what else we can pour. I've still got 4 ounces left. Oh my goodness. 5. Anything? Something? Come on. Oh, of course, some of this. Okay, let's see what we got. Pour the 3D butterfly. I could pour the rose. And I could pour these 2 little butterflies. But I gotta mix. Oh my God, 4 ounces. What am I gonna do with that? Oh goodness. See if, well, I don't know that I have enough of this. So I'm just gonna pour these into one of the butterflies. And then I'll make another color for the other 4 ounces. Oh yeah, that's a thunderstorm. Oh, that's full. That's full. All right, so basically I have this 4 ounces. It's getting a little warm. Let's try to get this out of here and color it up and see what we can make. Get my spatula. Guess I shouldn't have gone by memory on that one. I don't know why I thought it took so many ounces, but all right. Too late now. All we could do is pour more cool stuff. Okay. There's unmixed resin in there. If you see that cloudy little piece, because I scraped the sides and the bottom of my cup, there was unmixed resin in there. That happens. So, all right, let's see what we can do with this. Let's do, gosh, I gotta find molds. Should have had things ready. What color should we make this? I don't want to pour that. I'll pour this butterfly. This is pretty much done. And let's pick a cool color. One I haven't used before. I've just received. And that one. Let's see. Oh. I've just gotten Lilium and Ballet Slipper, so I'm going to pour one of these guys. I think I want to try Ballet Slipper. Such a beautiful color. Love these D'Ancopour colors. Well, at this point, I'm not even dissolving it. It's getting warm. I'm just going to do what I can do. Try not to get the dust everywhere. I don't really want to pour it over my pieces. Yep, getting warm. Gosh, whatever I pour now is probably going to be full of bubbles. All right, guys, here goes. Pour that in there. Hopefully that helps. And I will spray my molds. Have anything in there from last time, which I see something. I actually love thunderstorms. I don't know if other people are like me. I think there are, but I absolutely love them. Except when I'm caught in them, of course, but anyway, okay, let's pour the butterfly. Oh, very pretty color. Not used this one yet. Wow, very pretty. Pour that. Try to get in there. I'll go in there with a dotting tool in a minute. And then try to pour in here. And I could tell you right now that I definitely still have left over. I'm trying to get the bubbles out of there by squeezing. If you notice, they're coming up, which is exactly what I want. Don't want them poking down in those petals and giving me bubbles on my piece. So I'd rather do that. Get a dotting tool if I can find one. Where are you? All right. Oh, there you are. Okay. Go in there. And I'll just do this without getting a napkin, and I'm making a mess. I'm at it. I'm going to go down in that butterfly. Make sure that I have the tips and the wings. Too much. So what happens when you're rushing? You rush and you make mistakes. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So let's stop rushing. It is what it is. And oh, and I love this one. Let's see if we can pour this. I'm trying to get it. Okay. Usually I pour this one in green and then paint the flowers, so kind of doing it backwards this time, which is different. To see how that's going to come out. And let me go down there with the dotting tool because this has quite a few petals and leaves over here. So I want to try not to get bubbles in there, considering how warm this resin is right now. So hopefully if I just poke around in there, that'll work. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. This has a hair in it. Yep. And over here. Always something getting in there. This one looks really good. Wow. Can't wait to see what it comes out like. All right, I still have more. So I'm going to go find something off camera, pour it, and then I'll see you on demold. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I am done with this. Done with all the extras that I ended up pouring. If you notice, if you remember, I should say, when I poured this, I poured a lot of resin. I don't know why I thought it took like 25, 26 ounces when in reality it took about 18 or so. I got to pour these little dolphins, some extra butterflies, this butterfly, and then I tinted the color with the ballet slippers, which honestly, I am loving this new color by Deanne Kapoor's. So I'm going to unmold it today. I made the refrigerator magnet and a lot of pendants I was able to get out of it. I marbled it with black and I'm dying to see what they look like. So we'll start with those. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. And it's hard on the camera to appreciate the way the mica looks in there, but it's really pretty. That one too, a little more pink than black. A little more black than pink. And these, honestly, this is a cabochon mold. So these come with pre fitting bezels that you can put them in. I'd have to find them at the moment. I don't remember where exactly I have them. But I also ordered an extra set of bezels so that I have for when I pour. But these came out absolutely gorgeous. Look at those colors in there, the pink and the black. I know it's kind of hard to see with my light on. But again, let me try to turn it off and see if you can see. No, not focusing, but it's really cute actually. Anyway, too dark. Okay. Wow, I made quite a few. I could either put them on the bezels or I could just drill a hole up here and make it a pendant. These actually I could put a flat back bail on as well. Not even an issue. Whichever you'd prefer. These are circular, pretty. The black and the pink went really beautiful together. I love the way it swirled. These are the round ones. One of my upcoming videos, I'd like to show you the Petrie effect as well as the cloud effect, which are stunningly gorgeous. If you don't know how to do that, I'd like to show you that. I've made a couple of cloud pendants, and honestly, I've never been disappointed with the way they came out. These are the oval ones. Looks like a spider. Flip off those. But they're perfectly filled to the back, aside from getting off that little edge. They're perfectly domed on the back. So I don't have an issue with putting a flat back bale. They don't need much trimming at all. Like I said, just to get that little extra off the edges. And these are teardrop, like large teardrops, so those are beautiful. Oval, and plenty of pendants now. I was literally able to pour this whole cabochon mold with all the extra that I had after I poured the butterfly and the magnets, the other magnets I made. And it took every last drop. So at least I didn't waste the resin. Love this mold. Okay, so the only thing I have to say about this before we do this in a minute is I made the genius move of moving this table over to the other side of my table, and I really didn't need to move it, so I'm not sure why I did it. And kind of made a little indentation. Thank God it's only on the back from when the resin shifted. So at first I thought it was, you know, it needed sticks to prop up here, etc., etc. And then, anyway, shouldn't have moved it, but we'll see what happens. The front should be fine. Okay, so little butterfly. Let's see how this one came out. This is a very beautiful color. I think it was the blue viper. Absolutely gorgeous color. Beautiful. These are such practical molds. Not only are they beautiful and they make great refrigerator magnets, you can probably make a pendant out of this, but it's great to have extras right next to you in case you pour too much resin like I did and you need, you don't want to waste it and you just need an extra mold that holds a little bit or up to an ounce or two, and you could just pour it in and not have to waste resin. This is the the rose I love so much. This came out beautiful. No bubbles in it. Looks fantastic. Love this color. Again, these make great toppers for me. I want to make them in like all assorted colors because I feel like these are great for like that flip top jar I made last time. And if I don't have the actual bow on the top, it is a flip top storage jar, but you could always use this as a way to flip it instead of, just having it bare on the top. I'm going to do the butterflies first. I want to see the dolphin after. Oh, I love this 3D butterfly, but how did gold get poured in here? And this is a matte mold, so I just love the way that it comes out looking like satin. But also I have a bubble here. Yeah, I must have dripped a little bit of that, or something must have been in my mold when I poured this. Maybe a drip of the gold or something. Not sure how that got in there. Okay, this is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this mold. The cutest thing. I bought it on Temu. Love this thing. Never poured it in pink before. I usually pour it in green so I could color the flowers. But now that they're pink, I could color the leaves green and the stem green. So it's kind of backwards. So works out. It's probably less coloring too. Easier. And then we have the dolphins. I want to see this. This is really cute mold. I poured this before. And it comes out like satin. Look at that. It's two dolphins on the water. And you see the little ripple, the waves, the fins, the ocean, and the ripples in the waves here too. It's just a beautiful mold and it's so cute. And you could put that on a desk. It's just like a paperweight or a desk accessory. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful colors. Okay, and for the main event, our ginormous Seahorse. Let's see how we did on this. Again, as if you're pouring it with me, but you're watching me, so it's kind of like we're a team. Okay, getting this out. This is a huge mold, I tell you. Okay, go over pour there. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How gorgeous is that? Wow. That is stunning. And again, honestly, just for little things I can clip over here, little over pouring there and a little over pouring here. I could use a cuticle nipper and just clip that right off, and I could shade in the eye. Oh, that is stunning. Gorgeous. And honestly, if you drill a hole right here, you can use it as a door decoration. I mean, it does weigh, but it's just beautiful. And, you know, this is just the back. I mean, the back looks gorgeous, but oh my goodness, I am in love with the colors. And even if they blended together, like I said, it's, to me, it's an animal. The coloring could vary. It looks beautiful. Tell me what you guys think. Oh my goodness. So basically, I'm just going to put flat back bales on these. Got a few bubbles in here, nothing major, and the dark color really hides them. Just going to put magnets on the back of that. Really, I'm not going to do much to this because it's already in blue. And this one I'm not going to finish. It's just, I've got that gold piece and a bubble in there, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put flat back bales on these, and at another time I'm going to color just this, and this is great the way it is right now. So it's only this and the flat back bales. So that's about it for me. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Please like and subscribe. It would really help my channel out. And please share if you think the content is worth sharing. Please comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you'd like to see anything specific poured, I would love to hear that too. Love to hear all your thoughts. All right. So anyway, have a good night, guys. And I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.